Apple is literally playing everyone right now, with pretty much every single news source and leaker coming out with different information about what we're going to get in the event on September 15th and all the other information that we're getting. So here is everything we know right now. Firstly, the upcoming event on September 15th, then onto the iPhone 12 news, some new hardware leaks, also all about 120Hz because it's dead or it isn't dead, so much information, so here it all is. So first, everyone agrees that the Apple Watch 6 will be coming on September 15th at that event. There are even references to the Apple Watch 6 in the live stream event metadata, so yeah, that's definitely coming. Also, another new product from Apple are AirPods Studio. These are over-ear headphones. Whether they're going to be coming at this event or a possible second event with the iPhone 12, there's a lot of confusion about that. However, this URL was posted by one particular Apple leaker, and I actually accessed the page myself. And well, if you look at the URL, it does say AirPods Studio, and well, if this is fake or not, I really don't know, but I did access this specific webpage myself. This isn't recorded by anyone else. I actually recorded this screen record. So this isn't a doctored photo or anything. I personally accessed this page. The URL said AirPods Studio, and I even checked the SSL certificate and it seemed to be registered to Apple Incorporated in Cupertino. So yeah, for me, this is definitely the Apple website. This page and this link has been taken down right now, but I did manage to get the screenshot and the screen records. If this was actually fake and not a real Apple domain, then bravo to that leaker, because this is just really believable. The SSL certificate, everything else just looks like this is really what Apple were doing. As I said, that page has been taken down now. AirPods Studio, they've been rumored for so long. It's basically confirmed by pretty much everyone. Just waiting to see whether they'll come at this event or that possible second event. Seems like Apple is playing everyone right now in terms of what's coming and when. So yeah, a lot of confusion. But according to Mark Gurman anyway, who is one of the most reliable reporters when it comes to Apple, no iPhone 12 at this event, but another one. But anyway, when it comes to the Series 6, it looks like blood oxygen monitoring will be making it to that device. And we have another leak that seems pretty confident that we'll be getting a secondary Apple Watch that will be more of an entry-level Apple Watch called the Apple Watch SE. This isn't definitely a name confirmed though. Apparently internally, Apple may be referencing both the Series 6 and the cheaper version as the Apple Watch and Apple Watch Pro. That may be how they market them, or they may call the entry-level one the SE to make it go with the iPhone SE, which saw a refresh this year. Naming still unsure, but apparently a 40mm and a 44mm watch within the SE series. These will be lower cost, so expect maybe hardened plastic or a polymer material for the actual crown design, and also possibly no ECG. Also no always on display. This was information from John Prosser, so this is just a leak again. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but yeah, taking those away definitely would be cheaper. I don't know why Apple wouldn't give us an always on display on the watch. That's just a software thing, so yeah, maybe an LCD display instead of an OLED. I don't know, there's definitely a lot of information we know and a lot of information we don't know, but yeah, apparently a cheaper entry-level watch is coming. Then also definitely at the September 15th event is the iPad Air. Lots of rumors on this one, including Apple switching out the Lightning port for USB-C. Also rumors of Touch ID on this, but not with a button, possibly on the side, so like a side-mounted fingerprint sensor in the power button, or even possibly under the screen. More questions arise. Is it going to be an LCD display or an OLED display? If the fingerprint's under the screen, most likely OLED. LCD can do it these days, but it's not really widely available. A side-mounted fingerprint sensor would actually be pretty good, because that means Apple may be testing these, the production lines, possibly putting it in a cheaper, updated SE model next year or in the coming few years. HomePod Mini, an Apple Silicon MacBook, Apple TV, AirTags, all could be coming at this one as well. Possibly some of those coming at the later date with the iPhone 12. That's really the same as the AirPods, which were definitely coming at this event and then not coming at this event. So yeah, Apple are keeping everyone on their toes. Pretty much every leaker disagreeing about what is coming and when. Also in Apple news, we heard that Apple had actually ordered a bunch of foldable displays from Samsung, which is really good, cool news. That means that Apple may be looking into starting to make a foldable device. Definitely, this is early stage. Apple will usually order pretty much every single test device that there is, foldable displays, LCDs, everything to really just test them out. So there's no guarantee that a foldable device from Apple is coming in the near future for sure, but it's nice to see that Apple are testing these because it's just a natural progression for the industry for high-end devices. And Apple with iPadOS and iOS working together on a phone, I think that could be pretty cool. And then we come to the iPhone 12, we've got to talk about 120 Hertz because, well, it was coming for sure, then it wasn't coming, then it was saved, and now it's not coming again. So there's two real leaks that are coming out from two different areas. The first really is related to hardware, and all of those leaks telling us that 120 Hertz just isn't coming. It's been scrapped because Apple had a ton of hardware and component issues. We heard Apple were working tirelessly to put it in the iPhone 12 series this year. They wanted to do it. We also saw some leaks of those PVT units that, well, some prototypes had 120 Hertz, although those things could very easily be faked. So we do have to take all of those with a pinch of salt. The best sources we have right now for this kind of thing are Ice Universe and Ross Young. Ross Young saying it's just a hardware thing. Apple have scrapped it. They just can't get those components. And the iPhone 12 has gone into production this week, at least some of the lines. So for sure, if the hardware isn't there, it's just not going to be coming. We also have Ice Universe coming out with this tweet telling us that all of those rumors about the hardware are only one side of the story, and maybe some people he knows or some information he has from inside Apple tell us that something along these lines may still be in the works. He actually said the iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max 120 Hz still has a silver lining, which needs to be confirmed by the press conference. He also goes on to say there are two conflicting sources within Apple. Maybe the bad news you heard comes from the production lines. So yeah, that is cryptic for now, and what he's referring to is the September 15th event, so maybe we'll hear something about it. And of course, all of the information from the hardware side, there can be a lot of conflicting information about that, including what lines are actually being produced. So still up in the air, although I would lean on the side of probably the iPhone's not getting it, but hey, we can hold out hope for maybe the 12 Pro Max or 12 Pro as well. Then we also get this hardware leak from Everything Apple Pro, who featured it in one of his videos. He also posted this on Twitter, showing us the back panel unit of, well, the iPhone 12 Pro. So not the Pro Max, but the smaller Pro. Some really cool features here. Firstly, the LiDAR sensor. You can just make it out that Apple do have a position for the LiDAR sensor on the Pro. Again, we've heard rumors that maybe the Pro and Pro Max are getting this. Then it was just the Pro Max maybe, not the Pro. This unit anyway, having a LiDAR sensor there, and this is definitely the smaller 6.1 inch iPhone 12 Pro. You can also see the rounded design for the wireless charging as well. Below that, some cutouts for possible magnets. This will be used with any charging mats, so the phone can actually clip on in a magnetic style, just like the Apple Watch does with its charging units. This is really cool as well. We've seen the magnet design before. Again, we don't actually know if this is the iPhone 12 Pro that will be produced or whether this was one of the testing units and designs that maybe didn't make it to the final product. So again, we'll have to wait and see, but super exciting to see this. Also confirming the flat edge design, which I don't think needs any confirming right now. This is absolutely guaranteed. Also, the cameras back there, just the triple camera setup, and it looks very symmetrical. I think it looks good, even with that LiDAR sensor. I think everything's in the right position. Not really too much of a design change overall, but we heard the actual camera bump was getting about 10% bigger than last time, probably to accommodate that LiDAR sensor and some possible bigger lenses as well. Then when it comes to the actual Apple event itself, will the iPhone 12 be launched at this event? Well, usually you would say two Apple events within a month of each other is just impossible because this is the biggest event of the year for Apple, and they would invite the whole world's media to come here physically. Twice, it just wouldn't happen. But this year with everything online, it's actually much more believable that Apple could just split this up into two events because there's no logistics, no one needs to go anywhere. So yeah, I think it's quite believable that they could actually split it up into 2 events, and I guess we'll have to wait and see which products come on September 15th and which ones may be delayed until a possible October event. All the information is coming in thick and fast right now, tons of it, so I'll keep all of you guys updated on the latest. That's it for this one though. Thank you for watching, thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one.